We're learning more about a lockdown at Kennewick High School yesterday morning that police say was connected to a strong-arm robbery. And Yakima's Town Hall Speaker Series kicked off its season yesterday with a big name, leaving some local high school students a bit starstruck.
And folks, we are looking at more shower activity possible today, especially in the Mid-Columbia and Blue Mountain region. And folks, we're going to warm up just a bit for your weekend. I'll have your first alert weather forecast coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Oh, my mic is working. That's fantastic. Good Thursday morning. We're getting close to that weekend, everyone.
Yes, we are. And I have to say, I loved that rain that we had yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
You're saying we're going to have more of it?
We're going to have a little more of it. Just depends on where you're at. So the Yakima region, you're not going to see as much or maybe even at all. But Mid-Columbia already seeing some right now in some of our cities. And then the Blues look to get hit pretty good. Let's take a look outside at our lovely sky cam positioned at Geisa Stadium. So taking a look out at Pasco. Not too many folks out on the highway just yet. A little bit slow waking up. There's that shower activity. Now we're on the periphery of kind of a system that is being dominated by a low pressure system in the southern part of Oregon. So we're going to be seeing shower activity churning in pretty much today into, hi everyone, pretty much today and into our evening hours. So it is just going to continually bring in some shower activity. Best chance for sustained showers early after this first little round will be the Blue Mountain region. Then it's going to start to move a little bit north to the Tri-Cities. Best chance for Yakima, Ellensburg for some shower activity will be this afternoon. So we're just keeping a close eye on that. We're staying a little warmer for Yakima. You're going to be around 73. Winds are going to pick up as well for Yakima, around 10 to 15 mile per hour. For the Tri-Cities area, we are staying cool and again, occasional shower activity, 64 there. And in the Walla Walla area, still 61. Pendleton is going to be at a very chilly 58. Yes, 58, and we're still in summer. So more rain today. Fall definitely hitting early, staying cool, especially Mid-Columbia, the Blues. I'll break it all down for you in a sneak peek at your first weekend of fall in my first alert weather forecast coming up. But for right now, I'm going to send you back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Kennewick High School had to be put into lockdown yesterday morning because of a robbery investigation involving a pair of shoes. Kennewick police say just before 10 o'clock yesterday morning, a juvenile assaulted another person, stole their shoes, then ran inside Kennewick High School. Police say that's what prompted the lockdown. Officers were able to find and arrest the suspect inside the school. They've been booked into the Juvenile Justice Center on suspicion of second-degree robbery. We continue to track the developing situation in Walla Walla nearly a week after a mysterious smell forced the evacuation of the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Investigators eventually found what appears to be gasoline in a basement sump of the hotel and of a vacant building across the street. Crews are still working to figure out where that fuel is coming from. And now the Department of Ecology has joined in the effort to determine if the contamination has impacted the ground or the water. City officials say so far they haven't found any contamination in Mill Creek, although they've installed booms to make sure that gasoline doesn't get into the water there. Meanwhile, the Walla Walla Post Office, which is right in that area, is still closed. Delivery should be operating as normal, but if you have to pick up a package, you'll need to go all the way to West Richland. And if you have a P.O. box, you'll need to go to the College Place Post Office with ID to pick up your mail. Over the years, the Yakima Town Hall Speaker Series has brought big names like exoneree Amanda Knox and anti-bullying advocate Monica Lewinsky to Yakima. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell was at the Capitol Theater yesterday, kicking off their 51st season with investigative reporter and best-selling author Bob Woodward.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for dozens of students invited to hear Woodward speak, but especially so for the young, aspiring journalists in the audience. Through the Unleashed program, 3 local high school students got a chance to not only meet with one of the most prolific journalists in the U.S., but interview Woodward, one reporter to another.
I've gotten to interview a couple of people through the Town Hall series and the backstage, and every time it's just such a cool experience. Here's someone who's just done so much for journalism and is easily one of the top 10 reporters of all time. And I'm sitting less than 6 feet away from him, which is a really, really cool thing.
It's an opportunity those young journalists can look forward to having again with the upcoming speakers in this season of Yakima Town Hall, including Dr. Sue Varma, Zonnie Gorman, and Apollo Ono. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The Yakima Valley Library's Bookmobile is now up to 20 stops, stretching from the Nile in the upper Yakima Valley down to Sunnyside in the lower valley. To get the word out about their services, they've been doing story times for children at stops across the county, including at Kiwanis Park yesterday. The book is called Houdini Was, and Houdini the hamster himself was there to help.
The book itself was written by an elementary school class in Richland, and we feel it's really important to promote local authors, and we've got a whole class worth of local authors.
They're having another story time today at the Autanum Berry Patch from 12:30 to 1:45. You can see a full schedule for the Bookmobile at yvl.org. And we have a follow-up for you this morning. We told you about the Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers Group plan to hold a food drive for their request for donations. Well, Tri-Cities, you certainly showed up. Organizers tell us they collected almost 500 pounds of food for local food banks.
You know, we had people bringing in multiple bags of canned and boxed goods to donate. So it was just really wonderful to see our little group that's been geared around generosity, like really extend that generosity outside of the plant world and into the community.
And they donated all of that to the Tri-Cities Food Bank. Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers will continue to do food drives in the near future, so stay tuned for the next one. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, we do have shower activity on the way for some of our cities. We're already seeing it right now, but we do have a bit warmer temperatures to talk about for your weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
And amid a surge in COVID cases, Grant County officials are urging residents to protect themselves. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
This might be my time to find love.
Wow. Let the journey begin.
Imagine coming into our country from having escaped war, persecution, maybe living in a refugee camp for years and years with no education, limited food, limited opportunity. That's where B5 comes in. So B5 is a community-based organization that works at an apartment, and we connect through education, relationships, and try to build community so that they can thrive in their new home. With more than 250 people coming into the Tri-Cities community each year, B5 is breaking ground on a new facility so that we can serve them with dignity and respect. And we need the community's help.
B5 Community Learning Center serves the Tri-Cities refugee and immigrant community. Make a donation towards the new community center or learn more at thriveatb5.org.
Come home to flooring for the whole family at Great Floors. Elevate your space with beautiful flooring for the whole family, including the four-legged ones. Great Floors offers a large selection of Shaw Pet Perfect flooring with exclusive discounts. Shop carpet, laminate, and hardwood at Great Floors. Ask about exclusive Great Floors 12-month financing options. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
I'm Dr. Rachel Fedino, CEO of New You Women's Clinic and Aesthetics. And here at New You, we want to provide a unique experience for our patients. I wanted to provide a place where patients can come and they can feel heard and listened to and really in control of their healthcare decisions.
I've tried so many other places and so many other treatments, and this is the one where I've really seen positive differences in my skin, and it's been very noticeable. And I've struggled with my acne since middle school, and it's always been deep-rooted in my face, and it hurt, and it's just improved. It was like the first time I came here, the first treatment I had, and the first time I started using the products, I actually noticed a difference. It was unique and individual, and I've seen improvements, and it's awesome.
New You Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is accepting new patients. Go to newyouwomensclinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, Grant County has been seeing a rise in COVID cases, and health officials are urging everyone to get the updated vaccine booster. The FDA and CDC recently endorsed an updated COVID-19 vaccine for the upcoming season. The bivalent COVID vaccine will no longer be available due to it being less effective against the Omicron variants. This updated COVID vaccine will be available in the next few days. According to Lexi Smith, communications coordinator from Grant County Health District, however, Walgreens is already starting to give the vaccines out.
This season, we're looking at Omicron variant XBB.1.5.2. And so this new vaccine better protects against that variant. So just like how the flu vaccine works,
Lexi says this vaccine will not be free, but most insurance plans should cover the cost. We'll have more information coming up later on Good Morning Northwest. Providence St. Mary Medical Center will be holding a free flu shot clinic coming on Saturday, October 7th. They'll have walk-up and drive-up options. The vaccine clinic is only for adults aged 18 to 65. If you're over 65, you can still get the adult vaccine, but most experts recommend a special high-dose version instead. Coming up, the Biden administration is announcing new policies to handle the surge of migrants crossing the southern border. And next, I'll get you ready for your Thursday. We'll have a sneak peek at your first weekend of fall. A lot going on, even some shower activity this morning. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Summer is about going places. No matter where you're going, we have the perfect RV to fit your family. So go ahead, go adventure seeking, go record breaking, go bucket list achieving, go sunshine soaking, go quality time spending, go good time having and memory making, and go with the confidence of knowing that everything you need is with you the whole time. Summertime may be flying by fast, but good old family fun is always here to stay. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Stacy Lee. She knows the Northwest, and she knows Northwest weather.
And we're always working to make sure you get smart, complete forecasts.
Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, weeknights at 5, 6, and 6:30. She's on your side.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultimate's fuel efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Get a low $329 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for 36 months on the Altima SRVC Turbo.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine.
See your community Chevy dealers.
It's the interview everyone will be talking about.
Kerry Washington, you ready?
Sunday night on ABC.
You are bearing your soul.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, but first, the exclusive First Look is this morning on Good Morning America.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Hope you've had a nice week so far as well. Let's see, not too many folks out on the highway this morning. Here we go. Here's some folks. And so just quite light out there on the roads if you're heading out anytime soon. And we do have a little bit of shower activity. It is already almost completely rumbled through the Tri-Cities. Not too much shower activity, and Pendleton has been seeing a little bit in the vicinity there as well. But we have more shower activity on the way. We have a low pressure system, I'll show it to you in a bit, coming in the southern part of Oregon that's kind of ruling the roost of our area. We're on the edge of the shower activity, and look at this wall of showers coming in to Pendleton, Walla Walla. You could even see a little bit of thunder and lightning with this. Then it's going to slowly start to move north into the Tri-Cities area. That looks like to be around noon. And then we could see the last vestiges get into Toppenish and Yakima by our evening hours. Then it's going to mostly head on the way out. Maybe a little bit of shower activity tomorrow morning for Walla Walla. Then we'll start to finally clear up as we head into our weekend. And we are going to be seeing a little bit warmer temperatures tomorrow and into our weekend, but still going to be well off our average. I'll get to that in a bit as well. So here's that low pressure system I was talking about. And look at all of this precipitation. It's just kind of, again, we're just right on the periphery of the shower activity. Still a little bit of snow in kind of the surrounding areas. Again, nothing that's going to interfere with driving or any of that. It's in the tippy top of the mountains, but still seeing snow in September is something. It is going to dry up by the time we get to our evening hours. So as we're moving along into almost fall, so this is the last full day of summer, if you can believe it. We're in the mid to lower 50s right now, 44 for Ellensburg, so about on par with the temperatures we saw just yesterday. Now look at this temperature trend. We were thinking we might get back to our average by Saturday. That is no longer the case. This is for the Tri-Cities, a little bit warmer today as well for Yakima and Ellensburg, but we're looking right around that 70-degree mark, more or less, mid to lower 70s, upper 60s for the week ahead. So well below our average for this time of year. So we're having a pretty chilly mid to end part of September. Winds, seeing a little bit of winds picking up, Ellensburg, Toppenish. Again, going to be kind of left out of the shower activity, but you're going to see a little bit more wind action in Ellensburg and Toppenish, and our other areas we'll see around 10-mile-per-hour winds at times. We will see winds start to build up on our weekend and into our next work week. We do expect some more shower activity next week as well, so a lot going on. Highs today, warmer for the Yakima Valley, 73 for Yakima, 71 for Toppenish, 72 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, all the way from 72 in Hanford to 63 in Hermiston. Temperatures are all over the place. 61 for Walla Walla, and our cool spot, 58 your high for Pendleton. 7-day forecast, fall hits tomorrow, mid-70s through Saturday, and then upper to mid-60s Sunday into our next work week. Good chance of showers next week. Tri-Cities area going to warm up slightly for your weekend with a good chance of showers tomorrow, next week as well. In all of our areas, get ready for a little bit of shower activity, especially in the Blues this morning, changing to the Tri-Cities and Mid-Columbia by our afternoon, and possibly Yakima tonight. Staying cool, going to slightly warm up for your weekend.
Working from home is better for the environment, according to a new study. Study authors say that could reduce a person's carbon footprint by 58% compared with going to an office. Hybrid work schedules had an impact. Working from home 2 to 4 days a week reduced the environmental impact by up to 29%. Working at home 1 day a week did not make a significant difference. The study analyzed data sets, which includes energy consumption surveys and Microsoft employee data. Several of the researchers also work for Microsoft. You can read the study in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Yesterday, the White House announced the creation of the American Climate Corps. It's a program set up to hire more than 20,000 people to build trails, plant trees, install solar panels, and other climate-focused work like forest management and wetland restoration. Congress refused to create a climate corps in part because of concerns about cost, so President Biden used his executive authority to authorize it instead. The White House declined to say how much the program will cost or how it will be paid for. There's a sign-up page at whitehouse.gov/climatecorps. Now to a major development overnight in response to the migrant crisis on the southern border, as border cities report a new surge of migrants, even declaring an emergency. The Biden administration is clearing the way for Venezuelan migrants to get work permits. Some of those migrants have been bused to New York, where another protest was held last night. The new policy extending legal status for some Venezuelans is just one new move announced last night by the Homeland Security Department. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
This morning, the Biden administration is announcing new policies to handle the surge of migrants crossing the southern border in overwhelming cities across the country.
There's no end in sight. We don't know, when it's going to end.
The administration will now send 800 Defense Department personnel to the border, in addition to the 2,500 National Guard members already deployed to help Customs and Border Protection. The administration is also expanding deportation protocols to remove more families under an already existing program. And in perhaps the biggest move, it's granting temporary legal status to 400,000 Venezuelans already in the U.S., making it easier for them to get authorization to work. New York's governor praising the decision.
You have people here who are in shelters supported by the city, and Mayor Adams is doing an extraordinary job, but they can't work. This is for people who came before July 31st, so it's not an enticement for more to come after.
New York City is currently paying to house 60,000 newly arrived migrants, and more could be on the way as the southern border sees a new surge. Eagle Pass, Texas, now declaring an emergency, with 2,500 migrants arriving yesterday alone. And hundreds of migrants were seen riding on top of this Mexican train, heading north.
This isn't a political situation. This is not a left or right issue. This is an immigration system that has failed. As a county, we are not resourced to handle this many people, coming in.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Chicago is also struggling to cope with the migrant surge. The city is now spending $29 million to build tent camps for migrants. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, Pringles is teaming up with a caviar company to create a new product after it became a huge sensation online.
This is Alan Brecky from Alan Brecky Law Offices. Every summer and fall, we take a trip down memory lane and bring in the shredding truck to thin out some of our closed files. These papers might easily be disposed of, but the useful experience and acquired skills stays with us for many years to come.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing brace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Rock and roll's most wanted man, Stephen Pearcy, the voice of Rat, live. Stephen Pearcy. With special guest Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses. Friday, November 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or Legends Gift Shop. Stephen Pearcy, live.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory. From furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
School's back in session, which means a lot to a lot of people. Let's pray for a good year. Also, let's be careful. Watch out for the little ones. Let's enjoy football. Let's enjoy planning for the holidays. Call us if you're injured.
Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
It's the most unique fish and chips pairing ever. Snacks of Pringles and caviar became a sensation on TikTok, generating billions of views. And now Pringles has teamed up with the Caviar Company.
The product pairs Pringle flavors with the Caviar's company's classic white sturgeon caviar and its smoked trout roe. Prices start at $49 and go as high as $140 for different selections.
That is pricey, but I'd like to try it.
Have you ever had caviar?
I have. I haven't had it a lot, but I do remember liking it.
I haven't had it a lot either, but it's delicious.
Yes.
But it's more or less salt.
Yes, it's very salty.
It's very salty, so it's just like a little extra salt. Would you like a little extra salt with your Pringles?
On your Pringles, yes.
Anyways, I understand some people just like, oh, fish eggs, gross. It's actually pretty darn good. All right, folks, quick look outside. An interesting day of coolness and shower activity is ahead. I'll get you ready for all of that coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, officials estimate a looming government shutdown could impact as many as 4 million workers. And after a months-long stalemate, the Senate has made slight progress with military promotions.
In today's Tech Bites, Airbnb cracks down on fakes. Airbnb has removed 59,000 fake listings so far this year, and the company says it has also prevented nearly 160,000 more fake listings from joining the platform. A recent survey found fakes among the top concerns among Airbnb users. Amazon is rolling out a new AI model for Alexa. The latest generative AI features will allow Alexa to hold more natural conversations. The speaker will also have a more human-like voice that expresses emotions like excitement and even laughter. And finally, Amazon has also unveiled a new way to control the company's smart devices. Map View allows users to create digital floor plans of your home. Instead of controlling devices via Alexa, you just tap them on the map. It'll be available on iOS later this year. I love a good map. I'd be lost without one. Those are your Tech Bites.
Lysol is supporting schools by providing materials to teach healthy habits, so they can kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. Keeping kids together here, at places like the lunch table, where they can share who they truly are.
Chicken nugget man!
Because when kids are together, they thrive. Lysol, here for healthy schools.
Good morning with Dulcolax.
Good morning. Hey. Yeah.
Try Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Dulcolax.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart?
Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
The nation is heading toward what could be one of the largest government shutdowns in U.S. history, while the dozen bills needed to keep funding flowing are stuck in Congress. And after a months-long hold, the Joint Chiefs of Staff finally have a new chairman, but everything is still far from being solved.
And we have more showers for some of our areas already this morning, even with chilly temperatures continuing. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday. Getting close to that weekend.
Yes.
Some people call it Baby Friday.
No,
I would
don't.
not be one of them. Never
Friday
liked
is
that.
Friday.
Exactly.
Thursday is Thursday.
Don't
skip ahead.
Don't diminish Friday, because Friday is something magical and sacred. Thursday is close, but not yet there. All right, enough philosophizing. We are looking at a pretty interesting day ahead, Jill. You like those cooler temperatures yesterday, right?
Yes.
Well, they continue today, especially in the Mid-Columbia and in the Blues. Going to be a little warmer for Yakima and Ellensburg areas. We do still have a little bit of shower activity rumbling through our areas, pretty much moving to the south, but we do have more salvos from the rain coming in, and we're just on the periphery of a low pressure system that is down in Oregon. So we're just going to see more shower activity coming in, especially in the Blue Mountain region this morning, and that's going to start to head into the Tri-Cities and Mid-Columbia as we get to our afternoon hours. Not as much, though, for Yakima. We could see some evening showers. We're also seeing warmer temperatures for Yakima. We're around 73, still below our average, but that's looking very warm compared to the Tri-Cities with those showers. On and off showers today, going to be right around 64 your high, and staying cool in Walla Walla at 61. And our cool spot today is Pendleton, 58 the high today. So more rain today for some of our cities. Fall hits early. We officially hit fall tomorrow evening, but it's going to feel like it today, and staying cool. I'll have your full forecast coming up, but for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
Now to Capitol Hill, where lawmakers have just 9 days to avert a federal government shutdown. Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he has a short-term funding solution, but it's unclear if it has enough support to advance in the House and the Democrat-led Senate. More from ABC's Justin Finch in Washington.
After an hours-long meeting with House Republican conference members, Speaker Kevin McCarthy leaving optimistic about a short-term government funding deal they worked out.
We had a great discussion. I think we've got a plan to move forward.
Sources tell ABC News the proposal includes deeper spending cuts and stricter border policies, but faces an uphill battle in the Senate. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi accusing Republicans of not keeping their word on spending levels agreed to with Democrats, taking swipes at the stopgap proposal.
So it's very hard when you don't have shared values.
Some hardline Republicans are voicing opposition too, saying McCarthy is breaking deals he made with them to become Speaker.
All we've gotten are lies and broken promises and failure and shutdowns.
Without a funding plan, estimates project that 4 million workers won't be paid, including the military and federal law enforcement. Speaker McCarthy says he intends to hold House members in Washington until at least Saturday, as that September 30th funding deadline looms.
President Zelensky is leading a country that is right at the forefront in the fight for democracy and the fight for what is right, and we need to support him.
New funding for Ukraine's fight against Russia also a sticking point in the Capitol Hill spending debate, with many Republicans now opposed. Ukraine's President Zelensky set to meet with House and Senate members today.
I want to make sure there's accountability where the resources are going. I want to see a plan of what we're looking for victory.
President Zelensky also meeting with President Biden at the White House today. A U.S. official says that Biden is expected to announce a new military aid package that includes resources to bolster Ukraine's air defenses. While the threat of a potential government shutdown still looms over Washington, D.C., another matter that had also been in limbo for part of this year is starting to resolve. The Senate confirmed the nomination of General C.Q. Brown as the next chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Wednesday night's vote came after a months-long stalemate that held up hundreds of military promotions led by Alabama Senator and former college football coach Tommy Tuberville. Tuberville has been holding up votes over his opposition to a Defense Department policy reimbursing travel costs for service members who would go across state lines to seek an abortion. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he doesn't want to vote on the promotions one by one, but he's cut off Tuberville's threat to breach protocol and set up a vote himself.
Besides the most extreme elements of the Republican Party, no one thinks this is a good idea. And in the face of that opposition, it seems that Senator Tuberville is becoming more and more desperate to get out of the box he has put himself in. He's desperate to shift the responsibility onto others. But I've made it clear that we will not allow anyone to shift this onto Democrats. The Senate should not have to go through procedural hoops just to please one brazen and misguided senator. But this is where we are.
The Senate is set to vote on the new Army Chief of Staff and the new Marine Corps Commandant later today. Divisive and corrupt. Those are words Americans use to describe the current political climate in the country. That dismal conclusion comes from a new Pew Research Center report released Tuesday. The authors say Americans have an unrelentingly negative view of politics and elected officials, and they don't think things will get better soon. A mere 14% of adults surveyed believe most elected officials care about the thoughts of people like them, and only 15% think political leaders ran for office because of the desire to serve the public. Instead, a majority think their elected representatives are only in politics to make money. The findings may be especially notable for incumbents as more voters are registering to take part in national elections. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
We're slowly waking up this morning. A little bit of shower activities already rolled through some of our cities. We have more showers on the way and cool temperatures to talk about. I have your first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And there was movement in two major U.S. strikes yesterday as UAW reps sat down with GM and Ford while striking writers met with major studios amid a months-long strike.
Shop Macy's VIP sale now. Take an extra 30% off designer brands and save 15% on skincare, makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, find incredible specials. Own your style at Macy's.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld battery pruner. Real steel. Find yours.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it.
Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, possible movement in two major U.S. worker strikes. United Auto Workers leaders were back in talks yesterday with two of the top three U.S. automakers, according to a source familiar with the meetings. In Hollywood, screenwriters have been on the picket line for months, with most major productions essentially halted. Their union leaders are back at the negotiating table with studio heads. Laura Aguirre has the latest on both of these high-profile collective bargaining showdowns.
On day 6 of the auto workers' strike, the clock is ticking.
No wheels! No deals!
The union says more plants will strike if executives at the Big Three don't offer better contracts by noon on Friday. An impasse continues over demands like wage increases, pensions, and a 4-day work week.
Well, I have a problem with the approach the union's taking. Let's pay people what they deserve, but let's not be paying for people not to work.
I stand with the striking UAW workers. They deserve to share in these record profits that the executives are taking home.
The UAW, Ford, and GM are in talks Wednesday, says a source familiar with negotiations, adding the union meets with Stellantis, which owns Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, on Thursday. Union screenwriters, producers, and actors have been picketing for weeks, but talks between writers, producers, and major studios resumed Wednesday. Key sticking points: higher pay, streaming data transparency, and how artificial intelligence is used.
I support WGA and SAG as it relates to their existential stress as it relates to streaming and how it's radically changing the business model as it relates to artificial intelligence.
I don't want industry, studios to be able to use my likeness in perpetuity. We're striking as a whole because we're a family, and if one artist is struggling, we're all struggling.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
General Motors officially idled 2,000 employees at the company's Fairfax plant in Kansas Wednesday afternoon. The company says the move is in response to a UAW walkout at GM's Wentzville assembly plant in Missouri. It had warned last week the idling was coming. The White House was set to send the acting labor secretary and a senior advisor to Detroit Wednesday to help forge a resolution, but instead will aid the negotiation from D.C. after the head of the UAW said the president's team would not be key in brokering a deal to end the strike. Coming up, the Seattle Community Police Commission has given their recommendation for the officer who said a woman fatally hit by police cruiser had limited value. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. It's a little bit wet for your Thursday. Let me get you ready for that in your first weekend of fall. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Spicy Chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy Chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed.
Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
Red or white,
At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
It's fine. It is! It's fine! It is fine. Is it fine? No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Getting close to that weekend. Hope you had a wonderful morning so far and a wonderful day yesterday. All right, we're getting a little bit more traffic out on the highway. That's in Pasco. And we are still seeing a little bit of shower activity. It's moved mostly, though, to the south of Pendleton. Let's take a closer look at our Skywatch radar. And again, pretty widespread shower activity, which has run through most of our cities in the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, still persisting just outside of Hermiston. It's mostly moved fully past the Tri-Cities, but we have more salvos on the way. So as we move into our morning hours, we're going to see it start to form right along the Walla Walla Pendleton area. And look how heavy it's going to be just above the Blues. Very heavy. Again, Walla Walla at Pendleton, just on the periphery there. As we get to our late morning, early afternoon, it's going to start shifting over into the Tri-Cities area, and then by evening, the last vestiges could roll into Yakima and Toppenish. And tomorrow morning, we have a chance of seeing just a little bit of showers, kind of the last breath of this system. Now, the system is coming from, again, we're right on the edge of the influence of a low pressure system right here in Oregon, and it's going to continue to move south as we move along in the day. And here is that churning of shower activity into our areas, and then it finally comes at end to the evening. Also, we are going to be seeing, I've been talking about it, snow, the S word, in the upper elevations in Idaho and Oregon. So we're already seeing snow, and we're still in summer, at least until tomorrow evening. Current temperatures, we're in those mid to lower 50s, 41 for Ellensburg, on par with what we saw yesterday at this time. Look at these temperatures, though. We are very, very chilly as we move into our next work week. We were thinking Saturday was going to be warmer, and it is, but not as warm as we were expecting. 74 on Saturday. Today, Mid-Columbia and especially the Blues are going to take a little longer to warm up. I'll get to that in a bit, but Yakima, you're going to be a little bit warmer than the rest of our areas. Seeing a little bit of wind, could see 15 to 10 mile per hour winds, especially in Ellensburg, Toppenish, and Yakima. 10 mile per hour to less for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. And we'll see winds start to pick up for your weekend, especially as we get to Tuesday and Wednesday next week, 10 to 15 mile per hour, maybe 10 to 20. And we do expect shower activity then. So let's take a look at our highs today. All right, warmer in Yakima, Toppenish, even in Ellensburg. As we move over into the Mid-Columbia, 72 for Hanford, but all the way down to 63 in Hermiston, 66 in the Tri-Cities, and 58 in Pendleton, 61 in Walla Walla. Yes, we are still in summer until tomorrow night. Mid-70s through Saturday for Yakima, then mid to upper 60s as we cool down there starting Sunday with that very likely shower activity next week. In the Tri-Cities area, 72 tomorrow, 74 by Saturday, and then right around that 70-degree mark with more shower activity next week. But for your Thursday, good chance of more showers for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, and maybe tonight for the Yakima Valley. But cool conditions continue, especially the Blues and the Mid-Columbia, slightly warming into our weekend, which is looking mostly dry.
A Seattle police officer who was caught mocking a dead woman on camera may face unpaid leave. That's the new recommendation from a community police commission. Natalie Swaby reports.
No, it's a regular person.
The Seattle police body cam video.
Yeah.
The crass comments of Officer Otter are disturbing.
Is why the Community Police Commission met today and sent this letter to Police Chief Adrian Diaz.
We're asking the chief to put Detective Otterer on indefinite unpaid leave.
That request after Detective Dan Otterer's comments made in January recently came to light. Otterer was dispatched to assist with a collision after another officer on his way to an emergency struck and killed John V. Kandula. Otterer, who is the vice president of the police union, says as he drove home, his conversation with union president Mike Solon was recorded. He says when Solon asked what crazy argument a lawyer can make in something like this, Otterer responded.
Yeah, just write a check. Just, yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
In a letter to the Office of Police Accountability, Otterer explained he was not making fun of the death, but instead mocking the callousness of the legal system.
For me, it was just so horrible that what is the context that makes that okay?
During the commission meeting, a member of the force joined virtually, urging his colleagues to consider the trust of the people they're protecting.
The day that this story broke and I had to go to work, I knew what was coming. When something like this happens, it damages years and years of inroads and progress. And we have to start all over again. But I would implore officers to think before they speak, because the damage that is done is irreparable, and it hurts other officers.
School spirit is in the air across Washington state. 2 Alaska Airlines jets will display Cougar and Husky pride. The new E-175 jets feature Washington State University and University of Washington themes. The Go Cougs plane will fly from Seattle to Pullman Moscow Airport ahead of Wazoo's game on Saturday against Oregon State. When we come back, a Florida conservation park is asking people to help name a gator that's missing half of its jaw.
Summer is about going places. No matter where you're going, we have the perfect RV to fit your family. So go ahead, go adventure seeking, go record breaking, go bucket list achieving, go sunshine soaking, go quality time spending, go good time having and memory making. And go with the confidence of knowing that everything you need is with you the whole time. Summertime may be flying by fast, but good old family fun is always here to stay. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Next ET, it's a new coaching era on The Voice.
Well, hey there.
We're with Reba, Niall, John, and Gwen back for more.
Next ET. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,200 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now $38,699. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I, the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
World News Tonight with David Muir, twice each day. Apple Valley News Now.
All right, let's head closer to home. Good Thursday morning, everyone. And we are a little warmer for the Kittitas County area, 72 for Ellensburg. Slight chance of some shower activity this evening, but you're going to see partly cloudy skies for your day there. In the Yakima Valley, mostly cloudy skies. Again, a shower activity possible in the evening, right around the lower 70s. Mid-Columbia, we are cooler, mid to upper 60s across the board with off and on showers, especially in the early afternoon. And some heavier morning showers expected for the Blue Mountain region. Boardman's at 60, but our cool spot is Athena at 55. 55!
It is getting chilly out there.
It is, absolutely.
Well, a Gator Park in Florida is asking the public to help name its latest resident, an alligator that went viral because half of her jaw is missing.
All right, most find the large reptiles scary, but this one is described, Jill, as sweet.
Okay.
All right. CNN's Jeannie Moose introduces us to the gator.
Talk about an underbite. Meet the Florida gator everybody's jawing about.
This is the most extreme I've ever seen of this kind of injury, but her eyes are really sweet.
Her snout was sliced off just short of those sweet eyeballs, probably by the propeller of a boat, says the trapper holding her, who brought her to Gatorland Park. Let the contest begin. Help us name our newest resident. Suggestions range from gummy to jaw, singular, to bottom feeder to Gator McGatorface. Someone suggested topless.
Topless? Oh, that's a little racy for a family part.
In mid-interview, we got an update on the quarantined alligator.
Breaking news, the new gator held a meatball on her tongue for 5 to 10 minutes, and then she spit it off.
A meatball?
Yeah, there you go. That little pop.
This is a gator named Trapjaw with a similar, though less severe injury. He's been trained to eat meatballs, no need to chew.
Kind of kick him back like a man in a bar drinking a beer.
They hope their newest resident will do likewise. Savannah Bone doesn't just preach gator conservation, she wears gators on her sleeve. Her favorite name submission is Gumdrop, while we preferred one inspired by Dolly Parton's song.